I've had a smoker for over 10 months. I got it all seasoned up, but then I stored it. But today we're gonna break it in, and it's for a good cause. Stay tuned. So I'm going to be trimming up these ribs with my brand new 6-inch fillet knife from Dalstrong. This is the Spartan Ghost series, and I got to tell you, these knives are extremely sharp. You guys may have seen my Spartan Ghost chef's knife in other videos, and I got to tell you, if this fillet knife is anything like this chef's knife, I am going to love it. I mean, check out this handle. It's made out of ash wood along with resin, plus the spine is only 1.6 millimeters thick, which makes it extremely sharp. Cut that package open. Oh my goodness, look at this. I'm barely even putting any pressure on this package. So once upon a time, I used to remove the membrane off of ribs, plus I would take the skirt completely off. Now I don't even mess with that. My rib trim is super simple. So all I do is remove this breastbone, which is real simple. Oh my goodness, look at this knife. Like butter. Wow. So don't toss this breastbone right here. There's still a lot of good meat on it. Season it and smoke it with your ribs. So guys and gals, that is my rib trim right there. Super simple. The only time that I trim anything off of the meat side is if there's anything hanging. This rack looks absolutely perfect, so I will not be trimming anything off of this meat side. Now as far as my seasoning, that's extremely simple as well. I like using mustard as a binder. If you don't like using mustard, don't use it. I love to use it because I think it really grabs a hold of that seasoning. So I'm going to season up these ribs with a simple homemade seasoning, salt, pepper, garlic, and a lot of smoked paprika. So if you guys want this simple rub recipe, check out the description box. I'm going to leave it right there for you guys. So I like to season the backside. Not too heavy, but heavy enough, just like this. That's perfect. Pat that rub in. And again, I'm seasoning the night before. Mustard on the meat side, just a little bit, and our seasoning. Pat that rub in. I'm going to trim and season up the other 11 racks. Then I'm going to take you guys outside and show you guys the smoker that I'm talking about. All right, so here's my large insulated vertical smoker from Lonestar Grillz, and this is a smoker that I seasoned up and stored for 10 months. Now let me explain why I did that. So about 10 months ago, they built a police department about 3/10 of a mile from my neighborhood. Now, our neighborhood is a pretty tight community. It's called the Coyote Park Neighborhood Association, and our plans were to cook for that police department, but then they started to build a fire department right next to the police department. So we said, okay, well now let's just wait until that fire department is built, and then we'll cook for both of them. So now, fast forward, it is 10 months later, and we are ready to cook for the fire department and the police department. So I wanted the first cook on this smoker to be something very special, something memorable. And I gotta tell you, there's nothing more special than cooking for our first responders. So I rinsed off the smoker, cleaned up the inside. Again, it was a little bit dusty, but not too bad. But as you can see, it's still 100% brand new. Now, if you guys haven't seen the video where I seasoned up the smoker, make sure you guys check that out. But this has 2,600 square inches of cooking space with these 4 racks. Now, you do have the option to add another 3 racks, and that's going to increase your cooking space to 4,550 square inches. So I'm smoking 12 racks tomorrow morning, so we'll see exactly how much space we have left after those 12 racks. Plus, I have some sausage that I'm going to be smoking as well. So let me show you how I set up my charcoal basket. So this is how I set up my charcoal basket. This is called the snake method. Now, I'm doing a short cook. My ribs usually take about 4 hours. Now, when I did the seasoning of the smoker, I only filled up this basket up to about this area, and I got 4 hours of cook time up until right here in this area right here. So if I was smoking briskets, that's gonna take a little bit longer. I might need a little bit more charcoal. I would just raise this all the way up right here and completely fill up this basket with charcoal along with chunks of wood on the top. So my ribs usually take about 4 hours. I'm anticipating only using half of this charcoal for that cook. But because this is my first cook, I just added a bit more charcoal and more chunks of wood. So tomorrow morning, I'm gonna light up some charcoal. I'm gonna dump it right here in this spot, and that's slowly gonna start burning this charcoal and these chunks of wood. Stay tuned. All right, and just like that, it's the very next day. I'm gonna go ahead and drop our charcoal. Just like that. I'm also gonna add a couple more pieces of our post oak chunks. So the chunks that I'm using for this cook are from Gourmet Wood Products. You can pick these up at any Academy Sports and Outdoors. All right, so I'm gonna slide our charcoal basket inside of the smoker. Just like that. Close the door. I have my exhaust all the way open. We've already got smoke coming out, but again, I will be adjusting that probably about halfway closed. So I'm warming up the smoker about 30 minutes before I load up the ribs. I'm gonna let this come up to 250 degrees and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so the smoker is quickly coming up to temp. Let's go ahead and start loading up our ribs. So I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna load from the top down, starting with the top rack. Let's see how many racks we can fit on just one rack here. I don't know if I should go horizontally or vertically. Let's see. Let's see what I feel here. Well, I'm gonna start horizontally. Now these are full spares, okay? So these are big racks of ribs. So it looks like maybe 4 per rack. Yeah, it's looking like 4 racks, 4 spare racks per rack on the smoker. Looks good right there. All right, third and final rack. That means I have 1 more rack left, and that's perfect. That's where I'm gonna be placing our sausages, but towards the end of this cook. All right, so that's what the setup is looking like. I'm gonna let the ribs smoke for 2 hours, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so the ribs have been smoking for 2 hours, but as you can see, the weather turned for the worse. It's raining and extremely windy. So I had to move my smoker under my patio. I'm gonna try to wrap these ribs. I'm gonna show you a couple, but the rest of them, I'm gonna do them off camera. All right, so first things first, these ribs look and smell absolutely amazing. So I've got some glaze here, and if you guys don't know how to make a glaze, make some simple syrup, which is 1 cup of sugar and 1.5 cups of water. Bring it to a boil, let it thicken, and then mix it 50-50 with your favorite barbecue sauce. That's what I have in this bottle. So just gonna add a little bit of glaze, not much, just like that. And then just a very simple wrap, over. Here comes that wind. Do the left side, do the right side, press it down, just like that, and back in the smoker. All right, let's do one more. A little bit of glaze. And the wrap. All right, so I'm gonna wrap up the other ribs and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, and just like that, all 12 racks are wrapped up. And you know what's crazy is it stopped raining, it's not windy. In fact, the sun is coming out. That's El Paso weather for you. So at this point, the ribs are gonna cook for 1.5 hours at 250 degrees, wrapped up, and I'll bring you guys right back. All right, so another hour has passed by. We still have about 30 minutes before I unwrap the ribs, but I'm gonna go ahead and smoke these sausages. Now, as you can see, we're still locked in at 250 degrees. I mean, this smoker has got a pit bull grip on 250 degrees. You have to play with the intake and the exhaust, but once you dial it in, it is extremely consistent. Now, these sausages are store-bought sausages. I normally make my own sausage, but not for this event. So these sausages are already cooked. All we gotta do is warm them up, get some color on them, probably 30, maybe 45 minutes. I'll let you guys know how long that takes and when I pull them out. Stay tuned. All right, so the ribs have been wrapped for 1.5 hours. Time to unwrap them. Oh man, it smells so good. All right, so this next step is really simple. I like to build a foil boat around the rib to keep all the juices inside of the foil. That's gonna help continue to cook these ribs. Oh yeah, we got some nice pullback, but we also have a lot of juices in here, and that's gonna get these ribs really nice and tender. So just build a simple boat all the way around the ribs. Try not to puncture that foil. Just like that, really simple. Show you one more real quick. Oh yeah, these are nice and hot. And they smell so good. Just roll that foil in on the edges, all the way around the rack of ribs. Doing it this way also keeps the inside of your smoker nice and clean because you're not dripping all that grease and sauce inside of the smoker. So I'm gonna unwrap all of these ribs and I'll be you guys right back. All right, so I've got all the ribs in the foil boat. So at this point, I just want that surface to dry up for about 15 minutes. Then I'm gonna come back and toss some glaze on top. Stay tuned. All right, so 15 minutes have passed since we foil boated the ribs. Let's give them one final glaze. Guys, I am telling you, these ribs are looking fantastic and the aroma that's coming off of them is amazing. So just a quick glaze, same glaze that I used earlier, over the top, just like that. Not a whole lot of sauce, just a little bit. I'm not a very big sauce fan myself. So just like that, I'm gonna glaze all 12 racks. We're gonna let the glaze set for about 15 minutes. I'm gonna pull them off and I will see you guys at the fire station. Stay tuned. All right, so I just got home from the fire station and let me tell you what, we had an absolute amazing time. Captain Carson and his team are absolutely amazing, very welcoming. Everybody enjoyed the food. All of my neighbors brought some amazing sides, desserts, the ribs, the sausage, everything was absolutely delicious. So I did get a lot of compliments from several people saying that the ribs were the absolute best they've ever had, including Captain Carson, and that says a lot because he's got a barbecue background. So all of my videos have a taste test at the end of the video, but unfortunately I did not get a chance to film myself eating those amazing ribs, but let me tell you something. So when I left the house to head to the fire station at 2 o'clock, I threw all the rib trimming into the smoker. It was still nice and hot, so I threw it all in there and I left. I came back home at 6:45. It is 6:45 right now, and I took the rib tips and all the trimmings out of the smoker, and let me tell you, they are so darn good. So here's a piece of the trim right here, and I did add a little bit of glaze on the top, but these smoked with no glazed, unwrapped 100% of the way through. But look at that. That looks and tastes absolutely amazing. Look at this, full of meat. So when I got home, the smoker was still running at 225 degrees, so I figured we were out of charcoal. I was wrong. Once I pulled the rib trim off, I actually opened up that charcoal basket and we still had a ton of charcoal. So guess what I did? I actually threw a ham in there, a spiral cut ham that I'm gonna smoke. You don't believe me, right? Let's head outside. So let me show you guys the ham, just in case you didn't believe me, that this smoker is still running nice and hot Still got some smoke in there. And there's that spiral cut ham. So let me show you the charcoal basket. Look at that. It's still hot. I haven't added any more charcoal. As you can see on this side, it's still burning on this left side. So this was my very first cook on this cabinet smoker, and I got to tell you, I am really impressed. If you cook a lot of barbecue at home, or if you do some catering, man, you have got to look at these cabinet style smokers from Lonestar Grillz. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If this is your first time to my channel, do me a favor, hit that subscribe button. And if you enjoyed this video, give me a thumbs up. Until next time, Joe with Smokin Joe's Pit BBQ. See ya.